Welcome, my friends. Thanks so much for stopping by once again as we sample some more great tasting American craft beers with Dr. Dave. Fantastic. Now, for our sampling pleasures and tasting delights today, we have a local brew, and it's a killer. I haven't had this for a long time, man. The last time I had it was at the Brew Pub, and it is killer on tap, I'm telling you. It's from the Kettle Brewery. Now, they're located in Strongsville, Ohio, and this is the Old 21, described as a double IPA that'll knock your soft socks. It checks in at 9% alcohol by volume and 90 IBUs. Now, the Old 21 refers to a road here in Cleveland that was replaced by our freeway system. Let's put this in the bowl and open her up. And I do have some lovely glassware. This is the original glassware from many, many years ago. They've changed the logo a bit on the newer glassware. 16-ounce pint glass, 12-ounce beer. You hardly see 12-ounce beers anymore, but I guess when they put them in high alcohol, they do that. The only thing that's not going to be super good about this beer, and it's my fault because I didn't check before I bought it, the date on here. This beer has got some time on it. Now, I'm a little disappointed because I bought this at the Brew Pub. You would think that the Brew Pub would rotate the stock out, and Ohio is one of those states where you can't put alcohol on sale because in a lot of other states, as the beer gets close to the expiration date, they're permitted to go ahead and knock the price down a little bit, but you can't do that in Ohio. I don't know. We got some archaic laws here for certain things. Other things, the sky's the limit. All right. Well, I didn't pour that in real aggressively, but you see the head build up. Considering this has a bit of time on it, it's still pretty dank. It's still pretty dank. Now, it's a slightly hazy, ever so slightly hazy, golden orange color. And the foam here, or head, whatever you want to refer to it as, is off-white, but it is a solid head. We could sit here 20 minutes, and that head's not going to go down. So we might as well just go ahead and pour a little bit in here to make it look nice presentation for the camera. And we're going to go ahead and thank the brewers at the Kettle Brewery for all the hard work they do. They make some great beers. And as far as I know, they make all West Coast style IPAs. Now they do have one with jalapeno in it, but it is still a West Coast style IPA. They don't make any of these New England style IPAs that are all fruited up. That's what I call them, fruited. So many cheers to those brewers, and cheers to you at home for watching, no doubt. It's a testament to what canning versus bottling will do for a beer. Even though this beer has got about 8.5 months on it, which is a long time for an IPA, it still has that dankness about it. And it still has that dryness, and it still has that bitter finish. The only thing is, the hops are not shining through like they normally do because this is really a killer beer with the aromas and the flavors. And over time, that dissipates. That's the downside to a West Coast style versus a New England style. The New England style, you can let that sit around 8, 9, 10 months. And it's not going to lose a whole lot of appeal because it's got tropical fruit in there, it's got citrus, and other things. This is relying solely on its hops. But I tell you what, that 9% alcohol is still in there, baby. Yeah. Yeah, you can get that dankness. It's still in there, but it's not as strong. It's not as potent. It's not as powerful as it normally is. So, Jonathan, I just sent you some of these. I didn't realize the date on these. I didn't realize how old they were. I would have never sent them. So, my apologies, but you probably still drank this and thought it was kick-ass because it is kick-ass compared to a lot of other IPAs you find in the marketplace today. It is a real testament, though, not only to the canning process, but to the brewing process. Because if you start with garbage, You've heard the old saying, garbage in, garbage out. Well, that doesn't apply here. Look at that head. It's so rocky. Ooh, my allergies are killing me today. I apologize. A little sniffling here. Yeah, but anyway, man, it is a testament to the brewer's craft. It really is. It really is, man. And it's got some nice carbonation flowing up from the bottom, too. Well, I tell you what, this will help my allergy. It'll clear my sinuses right up. But, the good thing about my allergies is it doesn't affect my smell or taste, because if it did, that would be terrible, man. And I haven't, knock on wood, I haven't had a cold or the flu in years, man. I'm telling you, that's because I take care of myself, man. Yeah, you gotta take care of yourself, because if you don't, nobody else will. And beer is good for you, believe it or not. It's healthy for you in small quantities. Now, if you're going to get tanked every night on a 30 pack, no, it's not good for you. A lot of people don't realize this, but beer saves civilization. Yeah, and that's no lie, because the water was so horrible to drink. Yeah, you couldn't drink the water, so you had to drink a beverage that had either been distilled or it was some way pasteurized. And when you make beer, it does come to a boiling point. So everything in the water, all the bacteria or whatever harmful elements were in there, were destroyed. Now, here's something to think about. Well, no, I better not say that, because it might put some people right off beer. But consider where some of the water sources are for beer, especially in Mexico, because Mexico is one of those countries that don't have the best of sanitation systems. So people do their business in the rivers. Yeah. And same thing in India. People bathe in the water, and then they use that same water to make your beer. Well, just remember, it's pasteurized. It brings it up to the boiling point. But if you think about it, you might not want to drink that beer, huh? Yeah, no doubt. Cheers. Anyway, cheers. I would still score this beer an A plus, even though it's got a lot of time on it. It's so smooth and easy drinking, and you got to remember it's 90%. Yeah, 9% alcohol by volume, 90 IBUs. Now the IBUs, like I said, they're sort of dissipated. It's not quite as bitter. It doesn't have that punch that it normally does, but it's still a fine tasting beer. Yeah, man. The Kettle Brewery. I have no idea what the distribution network is on this, but if you ever see it for sale on one of those mail order websites, don't hesitate to buy it. You'll like it. Hey, with that said, Dr. Dave says life is short and try new things. That includes this beer from Kettle Brewery. And to that end, until we meet next time, here's wishing all of you the very best of goodbyes. And as always, cheers.